Head to your pickup at Cold Stone Creamery 1.
Smelling good.
Turn right to stay on Pueblo Norte.
Coming. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong, bing bing bong, bing bing bong, bing bing bong. Bing bong. Oh, it's up there. Dude, it's like...
Turn right.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Turn right on Northwood.
Can I get out? No, there we go.
Turn right on Northwood. Vancouver, Canada. I've been there before. I have been there before. Vancouver. Back in the day. Back in the day. In a quarter-mile, turn right on Bryan Avenue.
This food is smelling really good. It's smelling really good. Chicken classic.
Turn right on Bryan Avenue.
This food is feeling real good. Real good.
In a quarter-mile, turn left on Culver Drive using the left 2 lanes. Turn left on Culver Drive. Is anyone else hungry? Because I'm hungry. I want to eat food. I'm hungry. Hungry. Bing bong, bing bing bong. Bing a bong, bing a bong. Oh, oh. Whoa. 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 Wild over here. Getting a little wild over here. Vancouver. Vancouver. Vancouver, Canada. 5 freeway. Getting pretty chilly.
Turn right.
Oh. Do 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 do. 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 Whoa, good man. Look at this catch, man. Look at this catch, man. Sketch me out.
Where's the Cold Stone?
Looking for a wrong restaurant. Where's the Cold Stone? Where the F is the Cold Stone, man? Nah, blonde here. Where the fuck's the Cold Stone? Where's the Cold Stone?
Pick up on the left.
Ah, yeah, mother effer, man. You mother effer, dude. You mother effers, dude. Bing banger, bing 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 bong, bing 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 bong. Bing 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 bong. That's I'm at the wrong place. The wrong restaurant.
Head to your drop off at 14 Rockwood.
Some hamburgers. Oh, that looks like a long line. I don't know if I want that. I don't know. I do that. Yes. Get that shit out of here. He's starving. He's starving. He's starving. He's starving, Marvin. Just have a look at that. Like that. Like that, like that, like that. Like that. Like that.
Turn right on Walnut Avenue.
Bingabonga, Bingabonga, Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver.
Turn left on Main Street. Just ahead, turn right on West Yale Loop using the right 2 lanes. Turn right on West Yale Loop. Just ahead, turn right on Blue Lake South. Turn right on Blue Lake South. Just ahead, turn left on Rockwood.
Happy Halloween! Halloween! Happy Halloween!
Turn left on Rockwood.
Ding and up, and ding dong, ding dong.
Just ahead, turn right. Turn right, then turn right. Turn right, then turn left.
Number 10. Yeah, 14, 15. We got a 14 over here somewhere, 13, well. 13, 14? It smells so good. Oh, good. It smells so good. Oh, it smells so good.
Turn right, then turn left.
So good. Smells so good. I think people are ready. That smells so good.
Make a slight right turn, then turn left on Rockwood. Turn left on Rockwood. Just ahead, turn right on Blue Lake South.
Are just looking to get a meal, because you can apply online.
Yeah.
You can be working for DoorDash in 6 minutes or less. That's one of their big things. Like,
Yeah.
In 6 minutes, that's not a good idea. Yeah, it's a quarter mile.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Blue Lake South.
6 minutes. Yeah, you can be a DoorDash worker in 6 minutes, like, or in a very small amount of time. I'm not sure what it is, but and they call you an independent contractor. But yeah, next thing you know, you can have a food in 40 minutes. You can be picking up food from somewhere that you can just eat.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some issues with that.
Have you?
Well, I actually, DoorDash now, I think it's pretty good. It's one that I use.
What? I thought you just said all this shit.
Well, no, they're bad, but they're all bad. Like Postmates, they're all different kinds of bad.
Yeah.
Postmates is bad. Uber Eats, I just feel like it's a monopoly. I don't want to be involved.
Uber Eats is
I
disgusting.
don't want to be involved with people that are double dipping.
Yeah, I agree. It's
You know,
sick.
it's sick. But to me, it's like DoorDash, even though it's evil, it's the lesser of all the evils.
Yeah.
Or you could leave your house, but that's terrifying. To go and like the process of getting.
Turn right on Blue Lake South, then turn left on West Yale Loop.
You know, he's basically, he's like the Ulysses S. Grant of our
Right.
time. I feel like he goes,
Yes.
he's on the front
He
lines.
is Ulysses S. Grant.
He will sit there.
Yeah.
Dying. He battles. He has an amazing story about battling a homeless guy for a series of nuggets that he had.
Right.
Turn left on West Yale Loop.
What keeps a guy like that who's so successful and so beloved, it's what keeps him grounded.
Yeah.
Like once a week, he goes, I've always legendary career, but he's like, once a week, let me go and get him a grill and see if I can make it out. You know? And if he can make it out with him a grill, he's like, all right, it's just, we all need a little friction in our life.
Like, this is for you, Farley.
Yeah, this is for you. And he goes in, you know? It's just, he's like Adam Sandler's on a spaceship, you know, writing movies from a space station. And then
Just ahead, turn left on Main Street using the left lane.
I'm sorry. Get into my car. Like there was a guy last night. I was driving on Santa Monica in West Hollywood, and he was just running, darting, because they dart across like the street.
Turn left on Main Street.
On a skateboard with no wheels. He just had the boulder wheel. And I didn't understand what that was. And he had it, and then he just in the middle of my car just stopped and looked at me like, and I was just like, I don't want to. I'm not trying to hit, you know.
Just ahead, turn left on Culver Drive using the left 2 lanes.
I just swerve around it. But it's like people just mentally aren't together and they need help. Someone needs to help them.
Their people are missing their wheels.
They don't have their wheels, and someone needs to
Turn left on Culver Drive.
What's going on?
The only people that they're encountering for any sort of guidance are DoorDash.
It's DoorDash, but here's the thing, DoorDash, by the way, earlier on I said we weren't human beings. By now, forget that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because here's what I meant by that. We need you now more than ever, Amen. Because what you need to do is rise up.
You were the therapist.
You were the
of our
therapist of the
nation.
homeless. Yeah. If there's somebody that is homeless and is having a problem on the corner, you need to put the ramen down. Put the ramen down and go address the problem. What's going on, sir? I'm a DoorDash professional.
Yes, I'm a licensed DoorDash professional.
Delivery service professional. Can I assist? Now this person's gonna be yelling and pointing at something that isn't there. Physically, yeah, it's gonna be pointing at something that in this dimension you cannot see. So you're just gonna have to bear with them. It's not gonna happen. First question: you want any medications right now? Have you taken any drugs? in and calm a homeless person down by sitting on them outside of the Five Guys.
And that is our. It's not a bad idea. That's our campaign.
It's not a horrible idea.
First of all, lest we forget, the people that have had to go to people's homes, brother, they have to go into the trenches.
And sometimes they get killed. Sometimes people kill them. Sometimes you have a burrito in your car and you drop it to someone's house. And that is going to be the last thing you do on this earth. The last thing you do is walk a soggy burrito to a guy's house. And instead of just taking the burrito and saying thank you, he goes, I'm going to kill you.
Yes, and then they kill you. They said, welcome to Memphis. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And the crazy thing is, a lot of the people inside know they're going to kill you. Yeah. As you're walking up, murders have gotten so advanced with like ambiance production.
Yes.
That they will even play There Goes My Hero.
Right.
From like yard plants, speakers hidden in yard plants.
As you're about to go. And then you're laying there and you're bleeding out. And the one of the last thoughts you have is, this song is great. This is a great song. Yeah. And I'm sad I won't be able to hear it anymore. It's the last thing I'm hearing. And then you see that burrito as you're bleeding out. You just look at it, just that burrito.
And a tough gig. A hand just comes in a frame.
Yeah. It's a tough gig.
People don't want to talk about the real turf war that's going on today. And that is between DoorDashers and the homeless.
Yes. Well, because if you're homeless, if I see a DoorDasher, I see I'm seeing opportunity. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. By the way, DoorDashers now are they don't let it be called DoorDasher. They are stealth. And food delivery people are stealth. They're just like post orders. Yeah, vampires. Yeah, vampires. You don't even know they're in a costume. They're in a truck. I see somebody just wondering. Sometimes they have their friend comes to look out. Have you seen that? Yeah, there'll be a guy in a front seat of the car, and then his chick. They just kind of looking out, just making sure that nobody comes in.
Quarter mile turn right on Vista del Campo Road.
And they are also carrying messages.
I don't feel bad for her because I don't know what it does it, and I don't believe. It's like you have a cast of people with abductions.
Do they really?
Yes, you just can't fuck with them. You see them?
Turn right on Vista del Campo Road, then turn left on Arroyo Drive.
Because when I encounter a food delivery person in the wild, I look away. No, I will look away.
Yeah. You don't feel like you're one of them?
A food delivery person? No.
Yeah.
There's so many other jobs. I just feel like if you're delivering DoorDash, I just inherited. I love them as a person, a child of God, but they're in so much pain.
Turn left on Arroyo Drive.
I can't see them.
They're just listening to Scott's stab usually. I don't feel like they're.
I think some of them are in pain. It's tough. It's hard. It's hard for me to see.
Turn left on Arroyo Drive.
We make them sad, we make them drive too. It's like, yeah, they're a victim of gas prices. At least in other countries, they'll, like DoorDashers will be on motorcycles, or they'll just be throwing the food to someone who's grocery store.
Actually, yeah, because many of them are Asian, and they're on a tiny little bike, and it's fun. Yeah, and they're having a great time, and they're actually seeing how fast they like. Yeah, seeing how fast they can get it to you.
Oh, there's a dark web that they are all on, where they get points and their little.
Yeah, they like seeing how, and many of them are risking their life with ramen on their back to get it to you. They're risking their life so that an NYU student can eat that ramen piping hot. You're getting it so hot. But in LA, maybe I should qualify this thing. It's only DoorDashers in LA, of course. There are people that want to be like actors or screenwriters. They're lazy. The food's cold. You barely get it. Yeah, that's my issue here. It's not.
In a quarter mile turn left to stay on Arroyo Drive.
Sometimes they'll just steal the food.
Yeah, no, that's not bad food. Yeah, some of them are just looking to get a meal because you can apply online. Yeah, you can be working for DoorDash in 6 minutes or less. That's one of their big things. Like, in 6 minutes.
That's not a good idea. Yeah, it's a horrible idea.
Become a DoorDash delivery guy in 6 minutes. Yeah, you can be a DoorDash delivery guy in 6 minutes, or in a very small amount of time. I'm not sure what it is, but and they call you an independent contractor. But yeah, next thing you know, you can have a food in 40 minutes. You can be picking up food from somewhere that you can just eat.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some issues with them.
Have you?
Well, I actually, DoorDash now, I think it's pretty good. It's one that I use.
What? I thought you just said all this shit.
Well, no, they're bad, but they're all bad. Like Postmates, they're all different kinds of bad.
Yeah.
Postmates is bad. Uber Eats, I just feel like it's a monopoly. I don't want to be involved.
Uber Eats is
I
disgusting.
don't want to be involved with people that are double.
Turn left to stay on Arroyo Drive, then drop off.
DoorDash, even though it's evil, it's the lesser of all the evils.
Yeah.
Or you could leave your house, but that's terrifying. To go and like the process of getting.
But to go into the world, yeah.
It's crazy.
And to go eat, so like David Spade still eats at McDonald's. You know, he's basically, he's like the Ulysses S. Grant of our time. I feel like he goes, he's on the front line.
He is the Ulysses S. Grant.
He will go sit there.
Yeah.
He has an amazing story about battling a homeless guy for a series of nuggets that he had.
Right. Well, that's probably what keeps a guy like that who's so successful and so beloved.
Drop off.
Yeah. Like once a week, he goes, I've his legendary career, but he's like, once a week, let me go and get him a griddle and see if I can make it out. You know? And if he can make it out with him a griddle, he's like, all right. It's just, we all need a little friction in our life.
Like, this is for you, Farley.
Yeah, this is for you. And he goes in, you know? It's just, he's like Adam Sandler's on a spaceship somewhere, you know, like writing movies from the space station. And David Spade's like, let me just go to the La Cienega McDonald's and just see if I can get out today with a McFlurry. Get into my car. Like, there was a guy last night, I was driving on Santa Monica, in West Hollywood, that was running, darting, they dart across the street.
It's risky for them.
They actually dart across the street in a skateboard with no wheels, which is had to go. And I don't understand why.
Drive. Turn right on Arroyo Drive, then turn right on Vista del Campo Road. Turn right on Vista del Campo Road, then turn right on Culver Drive. Turn right on Culver Drive. Turn right on Culver Drive. In a quarter mile, turn left on Newport Coast Drive. Turn left on Newport Coast Drive. up on the right. I already...
Hello.
I was wondering if you're still bringing it?
I'm at the store. On my end, it's showing that it's still on.
Okay, so
If you want to call Uber, I'll wait. I'll wait if you want to call. How about this? I'll wait, and then you can call Uber and see what's going on. Do you still want it, or you don't want it, or?
Weird. Well, because the problem is I ordered the cases.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to be 12 packs. But the driver said, my last driver said they weren't available.
The 12 packs. Oh, so you're okay. So it didn't have it. So the last guy already looked. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, he said he looked. So he must have canceled it on his end. And then they must have redone the order.
Yeah, I hate how Uber does this.
You're my third person.
No way, no way. Okay. Yeah, I hate how Uber's done. I've called them before, and I'm like, once someone says it's closed, they'll send another. You know what's even more messed up is they don't pay you. So if you like drive to a store and it's canceled, like they're pretty much using you, pretty much like as a slave. It's kind of crazy actually. That's crazy. I'm the third person. Did you call? How did you cancel? You just.
Because they're still charging me.
Oh, they're still charging you?
They're still going to charge me $12 for the order.
Whoa. So they keep all the money then. See, that's my point. That's so crazy. Wow, okay. But you've canceled. But how did you cancel on your end? No, it's not your fault. It's Uber, 100% Uber. Because I do DoorDash too, and DoorDash is much more, like, they'll give you like half the pay. But Uber's just like, nah, we don't care that you drove there, found out the store was closed. Like, we're not giving you anything. Or if someone cancels or if there's no item, like it happened to me like at Rite Aid yesterday. So yeah, it's messed up. So, but how'd you cancel? You did it on your end? I wonder what. Yeah, it's so annoying.
Yeah, they only let me do it through chat. Like, they don't let me call them. Let me try to call them. Can you just hold on?
Yeah, I'll hang on. Yeah. Do you want me to go look for it? I guess I'll just wait. Yeah. I guess call or text me. I'm assuming they don't have it.
They have it. So one of the guys, does it show on your end to get a 12-pack? Because the guy brought me three single drinks.
Oh yeah, it says core power milkshake, 12 count, 14 fluid ounces. So it's 14. It's 12, 14 ounces. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah. So he brought me three single ones for $30, and I said this is not what I ordered. So then Uber canceled it, made him take it back. I ordered it again and told the guy, hey, message me when you're there. Let me know if you can find it. He's like, I can't find even single one.
No, one thing that did happen, this is like a couple weeks ago, there was a mispricing. I wonder if this is a misprice because $5.49. It says on my end $5.49, so for 12 of them it's $5.49. Is that mispriced? Is that what's going on? Probably. Because I was here for alcohol. I was here for alcohol a couple weeks ago, like 2-3 weeks ago. And the alcohol, the price was for like the small one, but it was saying like the big one. And so same kind of thing. So this might be like a more of a pavilion problem. Because so they have the items, it's just, yeah, they probably aren't $5.49.
Honestly, one of those single drinks is like $4 or $5 at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that they're advertising it for one, but I'm irritated as a customer because like I see this shit online and I'm like, hey, that's a good deal. And now I have all these people running around for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a miss. Like I say, it's funny. It's this location. I haven't had it happen in other locations, but at this store, yeah, it was alcohol last time. So this is the second time that this store has done this. Yeah. So whatever the online, okay. Yeah, if so on your end. So how did you cancel it? So you just did it through chat. You're just like, oh, this isn't the right end. They cancel it, and then they resend another driver. Wow, what a waste of time. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, well, it's a total. Yeah, it's not your fault. It's 100% Uber like screwing people, like straight up. I mean, that's like they're probably gonna get sued or something for it. That's truly what I've said. I've thought. I'm like, because it's like slave. Like you're doing a job, and then they're like, nah, we ain't gonna pay you for that. It's like, wait a second, that's not how it works, you know.
I know. That's probably why there's so many lawsuits against them.
Yeah.
Call them really quick.
Yeah, see what they say. I'll just hang out in the parking lot. Yeah, it's not your fault. It's Uber. I mean, it's just Uber being stupid. Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling.
Yeah, call us what they say. Yeah. All right. Bye. And then call me back or whatever. Yeah, we can. Yeah. What's going on?
If there's somebody that is homeless and is having a problem on the corner, you need to put the ramen down. Put the ramen down and go address the problem. What's going on, sir? I'm a DoorDash professional.
Yes, I'm a licensed professional.
Food delivery service professional. Can I assist? Now, this person's going to be yelling and pointing at something that isn't there.
Invisible, yeah.
It's going to be pointing at something in this dimension you cannot see. So you're just going to have to bear with them. Bear with.
I'm in a 12-step program in an AA, right? So I was out, I'm in recovery, so almost 2 years now, and that really changed my life. Getting into, 12 steps, and and I know that's your book. But one of the things that stuck with me is esteemable people do esteemable things, and it's like
right.
And it's like when you have that choice to do something.
It's better than alcohol, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing is, if you're trying to stop drinking, you need something better than alcohol. And alcohol's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you better find something a lot better, man. Yeah, and then it is. And then esteemable people do esteemable things. It's like, yeah, well, you want to figure out something that you're doing with your life that's worth not getting drunk and screwing up.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's fun.
Yeah, you want to have something on the other side of that teeter-totter that has some value to you.
You bet. And so that you can think, no, I'm not going to get drunk and screw that up.
Right.
Because, you might say, well, why do people drink too much? It's like, if you like alcohol, that's a stupid question.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, why do people drink too much? Well, because it's great. Yeah. It's like, okay, so why stop? Well, you do stupid things when you're drunk. You hurt yourself. You compromise your health. It's really hard on the people around you. You tend to turn into a liar, and it screws up your life. Yeah. It's like, yeah, but it's pretty fun. Yeah, well, it is. But you need something better than that. And what's better isn't being straight and not making mistakes. It's like that's all prohibition in some sense. What's better is, no, you need an adventure, man. You need to get out there and have something to do.
Yeah.
And something worth waking up for. And that's the substitute for the addiction. Actually, the addiction is the substitute for that, if truth be known.
Right, but eventually you can flip that around and you can find that, the much girthier and more. There's a lot of sexy weight in having self-worth, and that's what I started to sort of find in my life.
Yeah, and you might also, like, the thing too is, there's something kind of, I don't know, the bar scene, the heavy drinking scene, there's something kind of edgy about it, and something kind of adventurous about it. And, you see that it's kind of dramatized in people like Tom Waits, who's got that real hard edge, or Johnny Cash, or people, hard living guys.
Oh, yeah. Got 6 or 7 livers in them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, there's something kind of romantic about that.
Yes.
And fair enough, but well, then what that means is you have to build something like that into your own life. So maybe you need to take an adventurous trip now and then. You got to have something there that's edgy to replace that.
And sometimes if people need a catalyst, so there's that moment, right? Like for me, the catalyst was like, I needed to I was experimenting with cocaine, and I sacrificed like a neat job opportunity. With that, I had planned on being there for the job, and next thing you know, I spent the night doing cocaine.
Right.
So I realized, okay, this is a lot of my control, so I have to make this. But if people don't have that sort of,
I'm sure this must have happened when you decided to stop drinking. You must have thought, this isn't good.
I'm not going to be funny anymore. I thought that.
Okay.
I thought there was going to be ramifications. Yeah.
Okay, and so what were they? What did you foresee happening?
I thought I wouldn't be funny. I thought that people wouldn't like me. I thought that I wouldn't be able to meet girls if I wasn't drinking or having drugs or.
Right, so that was what you were afraid of giving up if you stopped drinking.
Right.
What were you afraid of happening if you kept drinking?
I was afraid of not achieving my dreams. I was afraid of, ending up a drug addict.
Yeah,
I was afraid of dying in my sleep. Something, dying under the influence.
Okay, so yeah, it's not like that doesn't happen to comedians.
Right.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, it's one of our go-to
Well, exactly. Well, it's not an occupational hazard because you're up late at night and you're around bars all the time. It is, because you're up late at night.
Yeah, Chris Farley right here.
Right. Exactly. Well, and it happened to all sorts of comedians and rock musicians. It usually happens at about 27, weirdly enough. So, okay, so you're afraid you're going to die, or you're afraid you're going to become addicted. So let's say, what would life been like for you if you were addicted? So you don't have a career anymore.
No.
Right, so you've given all that up and failed, so that's fun. So that's going to drive you even more towards drugs.
Yeah, it would have been all my dreams. It would have been miserable.
Right.
It would have been hell.
Exactly. So why quit drinking? So I don't end up in hell. Hey, there's a reason to stop. And then if you make that hell real, it's like, here's all the details of my personal hell. Yes, let's avoid that.
Right.
So then you have something to run the hell away from.
Right, so now you have something towards and something to run away from. And I'll say this too, if there's any young men or women out there who are listening to Jordan feeling like, well, I don't know if I start doing something different, like my friends are going to act a certain.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Yeah,
but you're going to start creating conversations. You're going to become the intrigue because you're going to be bringing something new to the table.
You're also going to find out who your friends are.
Yeah.
Because if you're starting to put your life together and you have friends that object, those are not friends. Those are just people you know. They're not friends, because a friend is someone, this is one of the hallmarks of a friend. Here's 2 hallmarks. A friend is someone you can tell bad news to. And they won't tell you why you're an idiot, and they won't interfere with your suffering. They'll just listen, and maybe they'll suffer along with you. Okay, so you can tell bad news to them, and they won't tell you some worst thing that happened to them. They'll listen. They'll suffer along with you. But a friend is also someone you can tell good news to. And the friend will say, wow, in this vale of tears, something good happened to you. Great, man. Wonderful. It's rare. It's unlikely. Good for you. I hope 10 more things like that happen. They're not envious, and they're not jealous, and they're not one-upping you. And if you're trying to get your life together, if you're trying to get your life together and your friends get in the way, that's actually real useful for you, because you've now identified who your friends aren't. And you might think, well, I can't give them up. It's like, oh, yes, you can. And not only can you should, and it would be better for them. Because if they're aiming down and they want you going down with them, there's nothing good about what's happening to them, and there's certainly nothing good about that for you.
Yeah, they're not going to, and then they're going to learn how I'm going to lose friends if I continue in these directions. Yeah,
Exactly.
Is it hard? 2007, and the Federal Reserve has decided to cut interest rates by 50 basis points. After a full 12 months of keeping their interest rate hovering at around 5%, the Fed decides to begin cutting interest rate in response to increasing economic weakness. Federal Reserve officials were of course quick to reassure the public regarding the economic outlook, with the Dallas Fed saying that the economy was on track for a soft landing, and Alan Greenspan, the former Fed chairman, saying that the U.S. was not heading for a recession. In fact, the U.S. stock market following this September interest rate cut
Hey guys, welcome back to another week of the Educated Homebuyer Live. This is where Josh and I answer your mortgage and real estate questions to help you become the educated homebuyer. This week we're starting off hopefully with the mics working. Let us know in the comments if you can hear us. Let us know where you're.
You are unlucky because the person that will inherit all of your hard work tomorrow will not be you. You will wake up, you will be a different human being. You will spawn into your life. They will have a clean kitchen. They'll have food in the fridge. They'll feel hungry in the morning. They'll be well rested. That person is going to reap all the benefits of your hard work. And this is where you have to be very careful, because as long as you are embracing the struggle, you will be fine. Today we're going to talk about why habits don't work. Now this may sound kind of weird, right? Because here we are, we have a bunch of research, right? That habits are really great, and like people who are very successful have good habits. And everyone's all about building good habits. But in my own life, as well as with a large fraction of my patients, they're just people who are they're people who are fundamentally inconsistent. Right? They're not these like farmer types where you wake up every day at the same time, you do the same things every day, you go to bed at the same time. They're a little bit more like hunters. We're going to wake up early, we're going to go out into the environment, we're going to see what we can find. They're much more dynamic. And the problem is that if you're a dynamic person, habits can be very, very hard to build. And then we have this idea that unless you build habits, you will not be successful in life. So today we're going to teach y'all an alternative to building habits. If you're one of these dynamic, which means inconsistent, lack of follow through people like myself, there are ways where you can be just as successful or even more successful than someone who builds habits. And what we're going to focus on today is the basics. So we're not talking about habits that are, we're not talking about goals that are like super ambitious, although arguably this could be ambitious, but we're going to teach y'all today, if you're someone who struggles with habit, how to do the basics. We're talking about exercising, meditating, eating healthy, going to sleep, and doing some amount of admin stuff. Right? So this is all of the crap that is not like enjoyable in life, but if you are able to check all of these boxes, these are the sandbags that kind of hold you back. Right? So at the end of your week, when you've gone to work and you did some of the, like, the important stuff in life, there's all the crap that you should do. I should exercise, I should meditate, I should cook at home, I should eat healthy, I should go through my mail instead of procrastinating on all this stuff. It's all of this crap. We're going to teach y'all how to do that without necessarily focusing on habits. When people hear about our coaching program, their first response is usually, I'm another human being. YouTube videos all on my own. Working with a coach is about amplifying your time and effort. Listen, that's why if I could turn all the good actions into habits, the desire to create a habit-filled life is a thirst for laziness, a thirst for lack of struggle. I want everything to happen automatically. I don't want to struggle with my stupid head up here. I want to wake up and then do everything before I even realize it. In the same way that I lose myself in this, or lose myself in this, or lose myself in this, I want all of the special good things to be done that way. Now, this creates a huge problem because the goal of habits is to get rid of laziness. But the path to habits is the opposite of laziness. It is a struggle every single day because building a habit is very hard. And so if you're a fundamentally lazy person and the appeal to you is that you no longer have to struggle, chances are you haven't built the habits. Now, I'm not saying that habits are bad, right? So things are different. And the habit pathway doesn't really work great for a lot of people. So there's a group of people that I work with for whom drastic change in a short amount of time is actually the most successful way forward. This is not, I'm going to make a 1% change in my life every day for 800 days. Some of us are like, we can't do that, bro. I can't do anything for 800 days. I've had patients who will stop using substances by going cold turkey. I'm not going to cut back on my cigarettes by 25% every week until I stop. It's like, I got to stop now. Oh yeah, we have to go through a breakup. So like, we're going to do this and then we're going to break up 25%, then we're going to break up 50%, and then they're going to move out, and then I'm going to give them their boxes, and then we're going to text this much, and then we're going to text a little bit less, and then we're going to text a little bit less, and then we're going to text a little bit less. No, it's like, get the hell out of my apartment. I will block you on everything. And this is what I've seen with patients. So I've had a group of patients who've joined the military. And I know it sounds insane, but like I want to say 60-70% of the patients that I've worked with who have joined the military think it is an awesome thing to do. I'm not advocating for joining the military. I think it's an individual choice. This is not sponsored by the U.S. Army. But I'm telling y'all, like some people really love that they joined the military. And why is that? It's because it instituted a drastic change in their life. It gave them structure. They started eating. They started exercising. They started waking up every day. They started making their bed because they joined the military. So I've done a fair amount of veteran work. Most of them are pretty happy with joining the military. Even the ones with PTSD, right? They may dislike a particular part of their service. They may dislike particular officers or things like that. But the majority of people I worked with could be selection bias. Are actually pretty happy with it. The key thing to understand is that for some people, making a drastic change in a short amount of time is actually the path to success. Now, for many of these people, they also stumble down the road, right? Because like, okay, I can do drastic change for a short amount of time, but how do I sustain it? We're going to talk about that too. So the first thing that I'm going to say to y'all, and another last example I'm going to give you is diet. So I work with people who make dietary changes. It's not like I'm going to cut back on my carbs. That doesn't work nearly as well as keto. Like I'm going keto. Like we sometimes will have these kinds of things, but the majority of people who make drastic dietary changes, like I'm going to go on FODMAP, I'm going to start doing keto. They don't make it drastic. They're like, I'm going to toss all of the carbs in my house out. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to buy a bunch of protein and vegetables, and like now I'm doing keto for 30 days. Drastic changes work for some people, and we as a society do not acknowledge this enough, and we do not support these people enough. So let's talk about the basics: food, sleep, exercise, meditation, admin. So the best thing, honestly, the best thing that works is to speed run all of this crap the moment that you wake up. So if we really look at it, what most people do is they wake up in the morning and they grab their cell phone. They lounge around for about 45 minutes, maybe have a cup of coffee, maybe we're chilling a little bit, maybe watch a little bit of TV, end up putting my phone away, sit down at my computer, have my cup of coffee, and open up the same fucking website that I used this. Just that again. But I did like, oh, this is spending so much time on the phone is bad, so let's use it. Maybe on the phone for 45 minutes, and then we're sitting in bed and scrolling. And then when we are ready to be productive, we make the coffee, we sit down, and then we just browse. Now I'm on keyboard and mouse, now I'm being productive. Hour and a half goes like that. Different if you set your alarm clock and you have to be at work at a particular time, but if you have the time to yourself, chances are you'll waste it. Average human being uses cell phones for about 4 hours and 37 minutes per day. So what we're going to do is speed run all of the crap the moment that you wake up. So rule number 1, don't be anywhere near a device. A device should not be within hand's reach. But what if there's an emergency overnight? How am I going to like, oh my god, like my cell phone is my alarm, like oh, like all of these challenges. So I'm a fucking doctor, okay? The number of emergencies that I get on my cell phone are probably like 2 or 3 a year, right? When I was in a robust clinical practice that's high acuity, I have this thing called a pager. That's a different story. But I use my cell phone as my alarm. Oh my god, that's crazy. If only there were other ways that you could have an alarm without your cell phone. Key thing to understand, once you start with this, it's GG. So nowhere near your bed and where you sleep. Next thing is for the first 90 minutes, you are gonna be your bitch. It's not gonna be easy. We're not gonna build habits. It's gonna be a struggle from day 1. It's gonna be a struggle until day 99, until day 109. It's gonna be a struggle every day. You just accept that it's never gonna be easy. And what we're gonna do is speed run everything. Wake up, exercise for 30 minutes, meditate for 15 minutes, spend about 15 minutes doing admin stuff, pay your bills, go through your mail, I don't care what it is, inbox 0, 15 minutes, shower, 10 minutes, get yourself cleaned up. If it takes you a little longer, it takes you a little longer. Cook yourself something. The basic breakfast that we're gonna talk about is a couple slices of toast, 2 eggs, and some fruit. That takes about 20 minutes to prepare and eat. If you guys don't eat eggs, if you don't like toast, if you're going keto, there's all kinds of other things that you can do. But there are tons of meals that you can prepare and eat within 20 or 30 minutes that will satisfy these requirements. The way that we do this stuff is drastically and right at the beginning. And this is where you're gonna say, like, your mind, if you're not careful, your mind is gonna say all kinds of things, but I don't have 90 minutes in the morning. Oh, really? You could set your alarm clock a little bit earlier, but then I'll be tired. Good. That will help you with sleep later tonight. These are all positive things. Drastic changes right when you get up. And from the moment that you get up till 90 minutes into your day, you will have done it all. But then you say, Dr. K, what about consistency? Excellent question. So now we're gonna teach you about spawn points. So this is something that we don't quite understand. But every day when you wake up, you spawn into your life, right? So there's like past you and there's future you. And the basic problem with life is that past you has no problem screwing over future you, right? The reason you want habits is because you're lazy. You don't want to struggle. And if that is your ethos, then what you will do is leave the dishes in the sink the night before. Future, you can deal with it. Oh, we'll go through the mail tomorrow. Future, you can deal with it. And then what happens is you wake up. When you wake up in the morning, you have all of these things hanging over your head. Oh, God, I have to do the dishes. I have to go through the mail. All this stuff piles up. And then we experience negative emotions. It's too much to deal with first thing in the morning. And when it's too much to deal with, do we deal with the little part that we can deal with? Of course not. Because once we cross the threshold from okay to deal with to too much to deal with, we do none of it. Oh, my God, it's so much work. Oh. Too much to deal with, so do none of it. So recognize that every day you control your spawn point for tomorrow. Every day you have a choice. Where do I want to wake up tomorrow? What is the condition that I want to wake up in tomorrow? Do I want to wake up tomorrow and have a clean sink or a sink full of dirty dishes? Do I want to wake up tomorrow and have some amount of meal prep done? Do I want to go ahead and boil 12 eggs tonight so that I have boiled eggs tomorrow morning because I don't have time to make eggs in the morning, or I like boiled eggs or whatever? The key thing to understand is that if you want to stick with this, right, we're not quite necessarily talking about habits, but we'll maybe get there, who knows, maybe we're lucky. The key thing to understand is you create the spawn point for tomorrow. And the problem is that anytime we are faced with doing a task, why do we procrastinate? Because of the struggle. And what does your mind tell you? Your mind tells you, oh, if you do it, you can just do it tomorrow. And your mind makes a critical miscalculation, which is it says that if you do it today and if you do it tomorrow, the cost is going to be the same. This is incorrect. The cost increases every moment you wait. And y'all may say, but Dr. K, hold on a second, how is that true? Because going through 10 pieces of mail is going through 10 pieces of mail. No, it's not. Y'all know this. I know this. When you procrastinate, things get worse. Right? When you take out the trash today, not that big of a deal. When you wait 2 days, it stinks more. That's not that big of a deal. What about working on your term paper? What about letting your boss know that you need some time off? We procrastinate because we don't want them to think we're lazy We don't want to ask for an extension, and then you wait until the last minute, you wait until after the last minute, and then you ask for an extension. Sorry, I know the paper's due today, but my grandfather died 2 weeks ago. When we procrastinate, things get worse. Your mind will try to trick you into telling you it'll be the same amount of work in the future. Give you all a very simple example. Renewing something is way less work than reapplying for it if it has expired. Completely different amount of work. So be careful when your mind tells you, oh, we can do it tomorrow. It's not going to be the same. It will be worse. Every day that goes by, it gets worse, and you know it. So be prepared to pay the cost. Set yourself up for a better tomorrow. Control your spawn point. What you need to protect against is yourself. Protect against you and help yourself out. This is what controlling the spawn point is. So on any given day, when you are faced with procrastination, remember, we're going to do drastic changes today. Tomorrow, we'll worry about tomorrow. Because the reason that we don't do any of this crap is because we allow tomorrow to be where the solution is. Take care of it tomorrow. And then you spawn in tomorrow, and you like look around, and you're like, fuck, I don't want to do any of this stuff. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it over the weekend. I'll start on Monday. So no habits ever form, and they're not going to form. Don't worry about it. So focus on today. This is all the time you have. Drastic change. Join the military in your mind. Practically, what does this mean? Practically, this means get your ass to the grocery store, or whatever your equivalent is, as best as you can. Right? Buy food that is healthy. Do not buy food that is unhealthy. It becomes way easier to eat unhealthy food when it is available. The food that goes into your body, the number one thing that determines what goes into your body is what is available. That's like a fact of physics. It's not even biology. If I'm stuck on a boat and the only thing that's available is hardtack and water, that's the only thing that I can eat. I cannot physically eat food that does not exist. And then some of y'all may say, okay, but Dr. K, I buy healthy food, but then I end up ordering Uber Eats anyway. Fair enough. Because you're avoiding the struggle. So set yourself up for a future, a better tomorrow. Set yourself up for the spawn point of tomorrow. So we want to buy food, and the moment that you feel like, oh my God, I don't feel like cooking, in that moment, I'm going to order some takeout. That's where you have to embrace the struggle. How do you want to set yourself up for tomorrow? It's not even about today. Today's going to suck. Accept that today is going to suck. Accept that there's nothing you can do. You can make today better, but making today better will come at the cost of tomorrow. How do you want to wake up tomorrow? Do you want to have eaten some of the food? Do you want to have more rotting vegetables in your fridge that you have to throw out a week from now? Because wow, there's something really cool you can do to avoid throwing out rotten vegetables. You can eat them before they rot, but instead.
Well,
Hello? Oh, he's sleeping?
I am chatting, answering these people.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm waiting for an
It's like
order.
one person that's like, it's like really pushing, and I just like, cash out, cash out, cash out. And then someone asked me, do you know young girls? And I'm like, that's fucking wild and sick. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's like, well, people need to understand 18 is young. That's no. Fucking go. Fucking block his ass. Like, that's fucking no. That's insane.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna get wild shit.
Yeah. This guy keeps calling me on Snapchat too. I'm about to block him. Like, it's every, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm probably blocking them.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah. I'm tired. Ugh.
See, I might come home. I'm like, I'm not getting anything, and then this last one, dude. This is pavilions that like the alcohol was mispriced. I don't know, a couple weeks ago when I got the ticket thing, and then and then this one, yeah, like it was mispriced again. Like it was supposed to be like a 12-pack of something that's supposed to cost the one price. Like they priced it as one item when it's for 12. So she was like, oh, one guy came and then she only brought 3 single ones, but it's supposed to be 3 12, so it's supposed to be 36 of them for like the same price as like 3, you know? And then she's like, oh, I canceled, but they keep sending drivers and all this, and then it got canceled and I make no money. I'm like, I was telling her, like, yeah, it's fucked up, dude. It's like you drive here and they don't. And then I was thinking in my mind, I should have told her, like, just use DoorDash. DoorDash is the better, you know, kind of the fuck or whatever. But I guess I'm kind of tired too. But there's also no orders, which it seems kind of crazy. 11 o'clock. I mean, I guess it's Thursday.